Hi, today I'm talking about something about PGP and OpenPGP. What is PGP about, or what is PGP used for? It is about cryptography. Cryptography enables you to store sensitive information or transmit it across insecure networks so that it cannot be read by anyone except the intended recipient. So PGP is related to encryption and decryption. What is PGP? Let's see some basics about PGP. PGP, which stands for Pretty Good Privacy, is a standard option for files encryption and authentication. PGP was developed in the early 1990s by Phil Sumner Associates LLC as a method of securing files that were posted on pre-internet bulletin boards. PGP has changed ownership several times between the 90s and now is currently owned by Symmetric, a technology company that develops and sells software solutions. PGP is an encryption program that provides cryptographic privacy and authentication for data communication. PGP uses a combination of encryption methods including hashing, data compression, symmetric key cryptography, and public key cryptography to secure data. PGP is used for signing, encrypting, and decrypting text, email, files, directories, and whole disk partitions. PGP is a very secure file encryption option that can be used for many purposes. PGP increases the security of email communications. The PGP package is independent of operating system and processor. All the documentation and source code are freely available online. PGP does not rely on the establishment. PGP's popularity and use has grown extensively since 1995. Why it is so popular? There are three reasons. First, it is freely available worldwide in versions that run on variety of platforms. In addition, commercial versions provide vendor support. Second, the package includes RSA, DSS, and Diffie-Hellman for public key encryption, Cluster 128 India and 3DES for symmetric encryption, and SHA-1 for hashing code. It includes most everything. Last, it has a wide range of applicability, encrypting files and messages to individuals who wish to communicate securely with others worldwide over the Internet. PGP has some features. It is based on the best available crypto algorithms, which are very strong and secure. Mainly used for email and file storage applications. Independent of governmental organizations. Messages are automatically compressed. What can PGP do? Using Internet, it is entirely possible that email information can be compressed. PGP has become an effective method for encrypting computer files and data communication. The primary use of PGP is to encrypt computer files and data communication, such as email and network connections. For example, some PGP versions support secure channels connection for remote system access. PGP also protects transmit data across insecure networks. For example, PGP VPN gateway is used for establishing secure connection to remote network systems. Data encrypts to ensure that sensitive information protects from unauthorized access. What are PGP's operations? There are 5 important services in PGP: authentication, confidentiality, compression, email compatibility, segmentation. These 5 are very important in PGP. How PGP works? According to PGP International Organization, PGP uses a public key encryption system. PGP includes the best features of public key cryptography. Public key encryption means one key uses private key to decrypt information is different from the other key use public key to encrypt the information. Public key encryption system is an systematic that uses cryptographic mathematical algorithm, which is a very complex math process to encrypt data. This algorithm process generates public or private key for encrypting and decrypting computer files, data. Something like a public key used to encrypt information and a private key used to decrypt information. User makes a copy of public key available to other users, such as friends or co-workers, to encrypt information intended to send it to him or her. Hence, recipient, owner, holder of the associated public key can decrypt information, use a corresponding private key. Now let's see what OpenPGP is. OpenPGP is an open source standard of PGP that uses PGP as its foundation. The term OpenPGP is commonly used to describe tools, features, and solutions that support open-source PGP encryption technology. OpenPGP gives developers a way to include PGP in software that is typically free to the public. To do so, developers and vendors who include OpenPGP in their software solutions must follow IETF, which is for Internet Engineering Task Force standards and allow for easy integration with other OpenPGP compliant software vendors. OpenPGP was originally derived from the PGP software. It is also created by Phil. Let's take a look how OpenPGP works. OpenPGP uses a asymmetric public key cryptography and addresses the issue of data authentication and non-repudiation through the ability to send files via embedded digital signatures. According to the official OpenPGP website, even intelligence organizations can't break OpenPGP encryption. These features give organizations a high level of data protection, making OpenPGP one of the most popular file encryption methods used today. Why use OpenPGP file encryption? OpenPGP file OpenPGP file encryption, like standard file encryption with PGP, lets you store sensitive information or transmit information across insecure networks, so only the intended recipient can read it. OpenPGP's main function is to encrypt email communication, but it can be used for a variety of use cases, which is why developers choose to incorporate OpenPGP into their products. Now let's take a look at image. This one is clearly to show how PGP and OpenPGP work. Even though PGP and OpenPGP are so popular, but they still have some limitation. PGP is used system resources insensitive because of complex mathematical algorithm process, which cause a great amount of process overhead on computer system. PGP uses a file called a keyring to store public-private keys. The keyring file is received usually in computer hard disk. Hence, because the keyring is stored in local hard disk, it is more susceptible to be compromised. There is a slight chance that MD5 algorithm can be faulted. Some of the newer algorithms, such as SHA-1, are used now as being strongly secured from tamper. Although there are some outlets that have declared that PGP is dead, but PGP and OpenPGP are both still in use today, and it continues to be a secured way to encrypt your data. Thank you.